Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we have seen in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Simon.
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh, no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the price of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athletes and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
When you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, I'm going to 20 pop. Put in total each.
What happened? Mama, you still do no, let's still boy. Hey, you still more 2 hours we are only down face.
For what's a blood?
What tablet man, piece, what tablet, piece.
Oh,
Boy. No, stop it. You can't do that. How you a boy human being? Let me know that Rosafi. Let me know that Rosafi. You tell human being you're a boy human being. Let's stop the kind of thing. If we catch criminal or somebody commit crime in our community or whatsoever, take that to the law or carry that to the nearby police station and report that to the police. Let the police themselves investigate and find out whether he right or wrong. Yesterday I was coming from Keba. A brother walk along truck. I said, they said the truck hit the motorball ball. All the motorball men across the keke men get and they say they want point the driver in the truck. It's wrong. Let's stop more violence. Maybe the accuser or somebody that you feel are criminal, they may not be criminal. But when you take them to the police station, based upon the police who investigation, they will tell you that they may be criminal or not. Please, my people.
who are you?
You policeman.
But you have more people?
Yeah, come here. Yes, you're all right. As I was saying, yeah, let's stop that kind of thing. Take it to the law. You not get one right under the law, nobody right until the law can say you are right or wrong. Please, I beg you, my people.
Who say you?
If I say who tell you,
So say who?
so say oh man, same Zion, the man who care, crime stopper. He the one say, I'm gonna tell you, nobody must take the law in their hand. Don't say they say in the mouth say, oh man, same Zion say, don't take the law in your hand. You have to come away. You want it was you who will be the first to come attack me.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I feel
You. Hey, all the time there. Oh man, same Zion, look at that for you.
Are you in search of a place you can get quality petroleum products? Well, I got news for you. Mayoba and Sons Incorporated is the company to meet all your petroleum needs. We are one of Liberia's leading importers and distributor of petroleum products on the Liberian market. We are fully capacitated to deliver your petroleum and diesel products anywhere in Liberia. Mayoba and Sons Incorporated, we do rental of dump trucks, tanker trucks, heavy equipment, D8, front loader, excavator. Our clearing and forwarding agency is fast, reliable, and can deliver your goods on time. Mayoba and Sons have improved the quality of reconstituted distributions and importation by financial institutions empowerment. Our head offices are located at the Garnersville Town Hall Junction on Barnesville Road and Freeport compound on the Bushwell Island. For more information, call us on cell numbers 0886 512 379, 0777 512 379, or 0777 255 030, or email us mayoba, mayoubahs @yahoo.com, or visit our website www.mayobaliberia.com. Our mission is to keep petroleum on the Liberian market stable, effective, and efficient. Our vision is that our presence be felt in the 15 counties with outstanding commitment. Mayoba and Sons, Liberia's pride.
It's about musical. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, you report it. Don't take law in your hand, call the right authority. That they can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a you must talk it, and I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe for stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Chicken say, Bogoni Oko, it's all captain. I swear that what chicken say, Bogoni Oko, it's all passing. Now every day I tell this, now every day I tell this, now every day I tell this. 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 Soon on take break, think I know you to say. You and your friends, boom, gossip in every day. But I want every day I tell this. Sometimes I get this, sometimes I turn out to be positive. Come to my house, you eat and you drink. Go to my neighborhood, you gossip about me. What did they say? And they got nothing to do. I like me every day. Now I would do so. No dispatch, the day that we can kick you out. Not keep class, no matter where we do it. Go to your go. Every day I tell you, don't want you to go. Get on the floor, tell them what we do. Every day I tell you, there's something that we produce. Cheer all day, make sure don't go to jail. But let the money spend, yeah, let them lose their play. I soon on take when chicken say, go to your go. It's all classic.
All right. Good morning to you, beautiful people. I want to wish you all of you, a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And today is Friday, and it's good to be here on the Throwback. It's going to be very, very interesting today. Today's edition, we're going to be having a special guest in our studio today. So I'm the Terminator. I'm here with Chicken Soup in New York City and Vonjama Peking there in Chicago. So let me leave the shores of Liberia and usher in my guys from the USA. Chicken Soup and Vonjama Peking, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Chicken Soup. Good morning, Terminator. I was starting to fall asleep so with the music. The man sent me before 6 o'clock, and then I sitting there here, I took shower, everything. I said, the other thing here, I think on autopilot. When's that? What a man that's supposed to be coming today. It's already 15 minutes past. He ain't here yet.
He's already around.
All right. Well, let's see the man.
Chicken Soup, good morning.
Good morning, Terminator. Good morning, Vanyama Peking. Good morning, Mama Liberia. Welcome to our Throwback. We got a guest.
Sure, we do. And
so no Throwback today.
No, we're not discussing politics. We're discussing throwback. All right. So we decided to bring somebody from the old school, you know, was going to be telling us a lot more about some of the things that, happen in the world of soccer.
Some
So
of the things that
we'll be having J. Walter Anderson, Skittles, as our special guest today. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't let you know, but Gus, we did the prelude before on the print news. So it's just for you. We didn't tell, but we having a guest today.
it's all good. I mean, there's always a surprise. That's what it is. That's what I know about this show here. But the other day, last weekend, you told us that last week was the last 8 o'clock, 12 o'clock, something is we're going back to 7:30. And I left work a little early on Monday. And Steven called me. I said, you change your time to 7:30. In your time 11:30, but I didn't see nobody. Even you came on 8 o'clock. 12 o'clock yesterday. What's the changes after the pronouncement?
The changes will be taking effect on Monday. Monday, the guys said they had to do one or two things, so we had to discuss it in house to push it to this coming Monday. So beginning Monday, every other day on the program, the nighttime spin will start at 11:30 p.m.
You guys got to be paying all some of our money back though. Our time we take off.
Then you'll
Yeah.
be paying us too for airing your voices too.
No, this is a program. We can pay. It's not
Yeah,
pay. If you want us to pay, let us know. We can make that arrangement. But we got
no.
to give us time. We got to stand by the time. If there any changes, we know
Yeah,
ahead of.
sometimes too, the guys they said some of you can come on late. But it was not any justification for that. The guy said sometimes when they send the link, some of you will take time to respond, and so the show sometimes start a little bit late. I'm not up every time of the night to follow the program, but most time I follow. But it's all resolved now, and so Monday of next week we will be beginning the nighttime spin at 11:30 p.m. So I hope you guys will adjust to that change.
It's
Well,
okay.
you guys can go ahead. Let me adjust and usher in our guest. Our guest is already here, so let me get things prepped up before I can get back. So, Chicken Soup, you just take the lead.
Okay, I mean, we can. You can play the music. Or let me bring in Masale. Masale, introduce. Come on. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Chicken soup, good morning. Terminator, good morning. Bonjama Peking. This is Bommy Peking from Baltimore, Maryland, USA.
Morning. How is your morning? You are.
Thank God for the morning. It's just chilling this morning. As you
Did
know,
you?
we are in fall now.
Yeah.
So that's how it is. We're getting there small, small.
Did you get any news? Good news? Sad news from Florida area from your family member or friends?
No, since as I said, last night I have called and up to now, I even said get out Gomoye. I even called her friend back home and she said she too she had tried calling her, but since then she get her. And unfortunately I don't have her parents no more to really know. But I pray inshallah wheresoever she is, let God guide and protect her there. Yes.
We join you to pray for everyone, for her and every one of our friends and family
Yes.
from that area, because it's not a small disaster that took place a few days in Florida. We are repeating ourselves here again. If you have a family members in Florida area, there's two heavy hurricane came up back to back. The first one was called Helena. In 2 weeks' time, that destroyed some part of Georgia and some part of Florida. And then 2 weeks after that, just yesterday, Wednesday, about the most historic storm, hurricane storm, category 5, it reached Florida, almost half of Florida, around the area of Tampa Bay, Fort Lauderdale, and many other places. And today, the disaster still going on. People home got destroyed. Water went all over in that. Property got damaged and all of that. People are not even returned yet. So if you have a loved one around that area, they have not given out the death toll yet, but they expecting a large number of deaths. We're waiting on
Wow.
CNN and other news media to give out the death toll, how many people die in this calamity. It's not an easy thing. It's not because you are not in that area, so you think it's nothing. But trust me, it's a big, big, big disaster that took place. Big one, historic one. So if you have family around that area, get concerned and keep calling until you get them. Because the news that came to them, if you did not move, you will die. Yes, that was the captions underneath the news. The mayor,
Wow.
mandatorily, you got to move. If you do not, you will die. That's the kind of storm we're talking about. All right. And Florida is not too far away from us. We are just blessed. If you're driving, Florida, from here to Florida is about 12 hours to 13 hours drive, straight drive. If you're flying, it's less than 2 hours. So you'll keep calling, your call. All right? And find out if your
Be
people
checking on
are.
your family people.
But Tony, you said for your area to Florida enough 12 hours drive. That's not something easy. Almost a whole day.
12 hours drive is fine.
Compared to going to Minnesota 24 hours.
It's just half a day.
Exactly.
From Tunis and Chicken Soup and to Florida is just a half a day, but from your end to Minnesota is 24 hours. Wow.
And from my end to Minnesota is 19 hours.
Oh, 19.
Yes.
24 hours from here to California is almost 3 days drive.
Wow.
So guys, our studio guest is already here, but unfortunately for you guys, we just can't bring it on the camera for now. All right, because my tech guy is not here to bring in on, but I'm quite sure he will be here before we climax the show. So you're just going to be hearing his voice, and you will also have the time to quiz him on the issue of. We won't talk football today. We won't talk football. And this man, the name J. Walter Anderson, is somebody who been around, the soccer arena in this country for the last 50 years. So he knows a lot more about football. When the national team went to Brazil and South Africa, all the things that happen in the country, they counted meat those days when counted meat were counted meat. He got all this information, and we're going to be quizzing him on some of these things today. So before we go, like I said, we'll try to bring him on camera. But for now, I'm going live on my personal page. So my man already instructed me what to do that I will avoid disruption. I will have to go to don't disturb. So Those of you in the habit of calling our personal line, I'm Facebooking with my phone right now, so I wouldn't have the time to take your call or to read your message. All right, except for those who are following us live on our Facebook page, will be the one to have this information, and they will be the ones that we're going to be acknowledging on the throwback today. So that's what's going to be happening, and shortly we'll have him, introduce himself, and then we can start the discussion. So, guys, so far so good. That's what's going to be happening today, and we supposed to join the old man himself, Sam Science, supposed to join the show today. So it's going to be a jam pack throwback today. So that's the menu for the show.
All right, thank you. We wait the man to introduce himself, the the great veteran for the soccer arena in Liberia.
My man, you remember that name?
Yeah, my man, I remember Walter Anderson. I remember him. It just you're talking that you going back in the 80s, talking about the when the teams were about to. I don't know if the soccer team was supposed to go to Brazil, but they flung. They fumbled somewhere, and then I think Cedar won instead of the national team. Yep, but we will wait. Let him introduce himself, and before that, we welcome him to give us a throwback, a light on the throwback on our soccer.
I
Even
mean,
the
some of
season
the
now.
thing where you that over there you know about football. Some of the thing some of the thing that you never heard in Liberia football, you hear it today. So just let us sit back. That's why we
I
brought
don't
him
think
here.
there's too many things I may know. I don't know, even though they the one were playing, but we were the one were taking stacks on them.
I
So they
know.
were okay.
No.
All right.
So it's good having you with us. So we advise you come closer to the mic. Thank you so much. So just introduce, greet the audience, and then you introduce yourself. From there, we can start the ball rolling.
Thank you very much. And hello to everybody.
We can hear him.
Thank you very much. And hello to everybody.
We apologize. There will be some feedback. So what we're gonna do? We will make this adjustment quickly. Just come at the back. Come and share with me. So
Let me say to
since
where
Her Majesty is not here, I will have you use Her Majesty position so the folks they can see you live on this throwback. It's important. These good things you're about to tell us. We won't see you talking there. Some people who are not seeing you, they will hear you. But the people who are seeing you, they will see you and they will hear you. The people who will not see you, they will hear you. So he's an old man, and it's going to take him time to walk and all that stuff. So you bear with him. At the same old age thing we ourselves we creeping into.
I man just got gray beard and hair. He's not that old.
The man are your baby brother. Now you're equal.
Don't make that man that old like
They
that
man
now.
got few years. They man got few years to be 80.
I said gray hair made that man old, man. I beg you, please.
All right, so he's right here before me. Those of you watching us, this is the man. So, sir, let's hear you.
Yes, like I said, thank you very much for this invite. And hello to everyone who's paying attention to this show. My name is J. Walter Anderson. The J is for Jacques. Jacques Walter Anderson. I was born on October 2nd, 1948. I just celebrated my 76th birthday 2 years ago.
All right, so you are in our studio today, and this entire show is about the throwback, All right, this entire show. Let me do this quickly. All right. Yes. This entire show is about the throwback. So tell us the name J. Walter Anderson. How did this name got to be known in the soccer arena in this country?
Well, J. Walter Anderson is not as known as Skito.
Okay.
Okay, Skito was a popular name because of my football adventure.
Mm-hmm.
The name Skito was given to me.
Mm.
At the time I was living at Mumbu town.
Okay.
And we used to play at LEC. Back of LEC, there was a football field there we used to play.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a Ghanaian who always used to be there, but I did not know then.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know then. And we were in the same community. And he one day went to my father
Mm-hmm.
and told my father that, oh, your son can play. He plays just like mosquito. He's smart like a mosquito. So the mosquito was Mosquito. So when I look at it, I said, to say mosquito, no. I will move the mouse and add the mosquito there.
Mm.
Then later on, I moved the SQI from there and I just carried out to Skito, SKI2. What is it? So but I'm known popularly in the football arena as Skito, SKITO. Okay. I played for 11 Brothers, EB. 11 Brothers, EB, along with the late Choco Shaman, colleague Gerald Cephas Wallow, Jim Zito Davis, just many Samuel Toe, and that's the name I was carrying as Skito.
Mm-hmm.
Until I left 11 Brothers and joined the St. Joseph Warriors.
In what year you joined St. Joseph Warriors?
It was in 1969, 69, 70.
1969,
Yes,
70.
Yeah. I just left 11 Brothers.
And at the time, where was 11 Brothers?
11 Brothers used to be somewhere around Sunni Wen, one Mr. Sharif and Mr. Kamara. They were taking care of the team at that time.
Okay.
Okay, and then I went to St. Joseph Warriors. Tia Freeman was the team manager. We used to call him Debody Freeman.
Yeah, the late
Colonel Thomas Freeman used to be at a PTC
mortuary.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was the team manager.
Mm-hmm.
And Brother Joseph was the president of the team then. So I was there, but because of certain reasons, because personal reasons, I had to leave them in Warriors, and from there I went to Bame. And then Bame.
So at the time you were at Warriors, how long you stay at Warriors?
I didn't stay that long. I took about 2 years.
1 or 2 years. And so who are some of the players you met, some of the great names in Liberian football?
Sylvester Weah.
Okay.
The late Sylvester Weah.
Yeah.
The late Victor Shear. By Freeman. Joseph Clemens. Raybon Godfrey. To a local Joe. The late John Sarr. The late Arthur George. So we're all in that team coming from play for St. Joseph Warriors. So I left St. Joseph Warriors. I went to Bame. I did not, of course, I was not satisfied when I left Warriors. Because I still used to love the Warriors team. For some personal reason, I was asked to leave the club, yes. And then I went to Bame. Then one other team, I went to Bame. So in Bame, I started coming up. Like with Bame, exactly, I got my prominence to be a very popular footballer.
So at the time you were playing active football, which position you were playing?
Well, I started you see active I was a striker.
Okay.
But before becoming a striker, I used to be playing defensive midfield. But
so why transform you to a striker?
Yes, Barman was playing international friendly with Ashanti Kotoko. They were coming from Morocco, and the late Carlton Cape made arrangement for us to play a friendly match at the ATS. So at that time, in Liberia. We were the first team to have other players join us to play. So we had Christopher Nipe, James Zito Davis to come and match with us. So we play Koroko because it was a Liberian issue, it was not a Bama issue.
Mhm.
So we will camp at Latkiri Mission in Broadway.
Mhm.
So while training, Josiah Johnson was the coach for us at that time. And he said, what
Josiah Johnson was the coach for Bame at the
at that time, yes. We asked him, he was coach of Barrow, but for the international match.
They brought him on to tutor you guys.
Exactly.
Okay.
So Josiah in training, like I said, no water. You can't play defensive midfield. I will bring you to strike. You have to strike. So he gave me these conditions, lectured me on what to do. And we played Kotoko. I think the game, of course, we beat Kotoko, I would say, because we scored a goal that the late Michael Doe disallowed. Bobby Moore had a shot. I went to the goal there.
Oh, Michael Doe, the one that was executed by Prince Johnson?
Exactly, yes. Michael Doe, yes.
Okay.
He revved that game.
All right.
And the game drew 0-0. And from there, I think I came to real football prominence. And other things we have been happy to go and join. But I said, no, I can't leave I can't leave Bama. And from there, Barrow, Mighty Barrow, was going to Guinea to play a friendly matches with Afia and Chile National. And I was asked, at that time I worked at Scanship, and I was asked to go and play part of that team. And that was in 1973-74. And we went to Guinea. I scored 2 goals. We played 2 games. Afia beat us 2-0, and Chile National beat us 3-2. And I was able to score the 2 goals. In fact, there were 3 goals because I scored a goal that from throw-in. And at that time,
disallowed.
Yeah, at that time there was no offside in throwing.
Mm-hmm.
But that goal was disallowed. So they gave me 3-2.
At that time, there was offside in throwing. At that time, there was offside in throwing.
At that time, there was offside in throwing.
Yeah, so they disqualified the goal.
Maybe the linesmen on the road, they did it for their own good reason. But that goal was disallowed.
But was it a good goal?
Of course, it was a good goal. A power from my right foot.
Yes,
but my position, they call offside against me. So
Skitos, this thing you're talking about, Liberian football, because there are some people who are still doubting today that names like Wani Boto never existed, and you've been around for some time. Let's get a little bit information about this Wani Boto guy. Did you see him? Did you play with him? Did you get the chance to touch him? Did you see him?
I saw Wani Boto, but they were bigger boys.
Okay.
Wani Boto was in Neutral Town. The other team they called Sardine and Lunster.
Okay.
And the president then was the crew governor called Korotwe.
Yeah.
Okay, they were playing for that team.
Mm-hmm.
And one, the late Willie Mays, he was in the Coast Guard.
Yeah, Willie May.
Okay,
yeah.
He played for that thing. Most of the Ghana boys, the Ghana crew boys, played for that thing. And I saw him in Claratown. He played in Claratown there. So luckily, he was going off with one of my sister's friends. So I knew Wani Boto very well, but we were smaller boys to them. We used to practice at the Claratown field, but they were bigger boys to us. Garrison Sako, George Sako, Massa Senior, Josiah, they were playing them for the thing there. And we had 2 teams because one was Neighbor United. Neighbor United was so many of the Barrow players. And we had Flamingo. Flamingo was mainly the IE players.
Okay.
And we were in Claratown there with Nyakun Invisible 11 NIE.
Nyakun Invisible 11
NIE. That is the springboard of Tijajuru.
Okay. Tijajuru, the diet group.
Yes, that way it came from Nyakun Invisible 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me
come in, Chicken Soup.
Yes, Kilo, thank you so much for bringing us our memory back in our throwback, way back. We appreciate you being here with us. But can you give us a little story on this famous Bame boot? Why I didn't have IE boot, Barrow didn't have Barrow boots, and St. Joseph didn't have St. Joseph boot. But man, the only one we grew up seeing that they had their own boots. How this thing came about?
It was not Boost. It was we used to call it Bame Puma.
Yes, Bame Puma, right? Bame Puma.
That's another old story the man brought up.
Bame Puma. Bame was not a very rich team with sponsorship. It was individually done. And so most of the Lebanese boys down Waterside used to like the Bame business. Okay, so we used to go to them, paint our t-shirts, and they started giving us this boost for practice. And while practicing, we used to use it in games. That became Bame Puma.
Yeah, there's some black with something underneath it, rubber underneath.
Yeah, without stuff under it. Yeah. We all wore Bame Puma too.
That's Bame
Yeah.
Puma.
Because Bame used to play in Bese with that Sanders.
Oh, the Guinea Bese Guinea talking about.
Yeah.
Then they upgraded to Bame Puma.
We have classes of players, man. The Bame Puma, there were certain players that were using it. But mainly Walter Anderson, the late Patrick Thier, Vava George, George Taylor. Now we had our real booster.
Vava George, was he a kind of a quality player?
Yes, Vava George.
The man was nicknamed Football Doctor.
Right.
Yes.
I think they came from Freetown, right?
Yeah, he came from Sierra Leone that way. He came to play for Eastern Lions. He played.
Eastern Lions from Sierra Leone.
Those are the people they call the two nation players because he played for Sierra Leone, Leone Stars, and came home and played for the Lone Star.
Oh, so he played for Sierra Leone, Leone Star, and Liberia Lone Star.
Yeah, exactly so. After he left,
and Vava George was not by himself. Vava George, Loxin Thier, Patrick Thier.
Yes, Vava George, Loxin Thier,
Patrick Thier. Yeah, all the Freetown crew boys.
You see, they came into being in 1969 during the county meet.
Yes.
Carlton Capper was HR man in some kind of man in Manor River. And he brought these guys down to play for, they were playing for Manor 11. And the older Manor 11 boys were used to play for Grand Cape Mount County. And Grand Cape Mount County won the trophy that year. Okay. And after that, that's how Carlton Capper went to the crew guys, the big crew guy like the late Bafner Davis, the late your father, the way Nimner, the Mr. Lawson,
Francis Lawson. Yeah.
He got all the crew guys, they came together. Now how Bame came back into being.
Okay.
Because Bame was the first team in Liberia, founded in 1934. Yes. So that how Carlton Capper bought them. They started playing. So he brought all those guys from Sierra Leone.
So you mean Bame is older than Barrow?
Of course. I get it. I will show it to you. I brought some things to show to you. Because there were 4 teams that were really from the 1930s. Because in fact, football, let's go somewhere. Football began in the mid-30s. And at that time, you had Bame, Mosquito, Ironside, Olympics. They were the teams that were competing. And now most football came into real prominence because most of the guys that came from out of Liberia. The crew guys from Ghana, the crew guys from
Sierra
Leone. And most of the guys that were playing for, how they call it, people before I came to be, get steadfast, youth leaders, the boys from St. Patrick's, CWA, Liberian College, those were the guys that became the real IE players.
I think they have a team called Ocean Star too.
Ocean Star, before Ocean Star came, now this team, Ocean Star was right in West Point, that where Santos Maria came from, that where Solomon Cooper came from, that where Philip Clark came from Ocean Side, right on West Point. Okay, so these guys, Pablo Capel brought them, and they stayed, and played for Bame. That was the resuscitation of Bame, because Bame was founded in 1934, dead for some times, and after that 1969 county made, Kappa being able to bring Bame back to life.
So there were some names in the Liberian football before we get to how Liberia got to naturalize Brazilian and all of that. There were some names in football in this country like Paul Bro, Mama Musa, Benedict
People
Wisse.
came way.
Benedict Wisse, Paul Bro, all those guys, J. Monkey Brown.
Okay.
Yeah, Garden came in the 70s, man.
Oh yeah, you see, one thing is that Paul brought, I have a list here. I'll tell you the football that we played. We get a list here. Okay, you see here historical facts about Liberian football.
Okay.
Then you have the first 4 teams in Liberia from 1934
Bame
to 1958.
Purple Bird,
Fair?
Ironside, and Mosquitoes.
Okay, fine.
Then from 19, let me help you. Okay. All right, so this is it. Yo, listen, football people, this is how historical facts about Liberia football. The first 4 teams in Liberia from 1934 to 1950. All right, 1 Bame, 2 Pepper Bird, 3 Ironside, 4 Mosquitoes. From 1950 to 1960, 1 Olympic, 2 Youth Leader, 3 Bajanike, 4 GIE Wezon Invincible 11. Then from 1960 to 1962, Jet, Young Lion, Starlight, White Arrow, Straight Arrow, Connection. Then the first 1958 Lone Star lost to Sierra Leone 5-1. Whoa. But we'll stop here because I see some of the players.
Skido, there's one question I really want you to explain for us and the people who listening. This thing you touch about Wanibutu, they always feel we Liberian, since we are not too informed about Wanibutu, we always believe it's a myth. That is not true. But you already told us that you saw him live. What I want you to say to us, or if you know, what really happened to because there's a controversy about his death. People say one time he was in the hospital, very sick, and they were beating Baru. He had to leave the hospital and come and play, and that led to his death. But from your point of view,
and then some people say too, he was taking bath and somebody just slapped him from an unknown person just slapped him from the back. Too many controversial leading to his death. Controversy leading to his death. So what do you know about his death?
Happy you are here. You are one of the veterans that people now listening. I hope you're listening, Guru, because we feel that Monibutu never existed. Yeah. Me, I saw his grave on Center Street because I lived there. They point to his grave, and I always saw it. Center Street graveyard.
Okay. So this is the guy. He's right next to Sam Burnett. Okay. All right.
Wanibutu lived. Wanibutu came from Ghana. Wanibutu played here. I saw Wanibutu in prison. And the time you're talking about the football that he got sick at, my sister, they call Adi Talo, who used to be the mother of Tigagiro. Wanibutu, George Sako, Harrison Sako, Massa, all of them to be in Clarata then. And Wanibutu was loving one of my sister's friends. But at that time, Butu was sick at the government hospital on Ashmont.
Ashmont Street, Dusty Road.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And my sister told me they went to visit Butu, and they were there. And Butu wanted to eat fufu soup. And they went and put fufu soup. And Butu said he wanted to go on the field to play, and they advised him not to go. So it is true that he was in the hospital, and he left and went and played that game. That my sister told me was true. But I was not on the field, so I could not. But he was there at the hospital. From the hospital, he went to play.
So you know anything about how he died?
When according to the news now, the news media, they said he had a strain on his side, Someone ate him on the side. He died European phone. So there are many stories. But Man Shita told me that Woto was sick. He was not feeling that well. But when Barrow played, he went on the field and he played that game. And from there he got injured again. He went on and died.
So I see Wani Boto here with Sam Massaquoi. These are some of the top players. Sam Burnett, former LEC managing director. I see, who is this guy? It says Charles Wolford.
Charles Wolford, yeah.
And you have Tape Rabas, you have Bobo Gay. Bobo Gay, I saw him. He used to be at the Ministry of Youth and Sports, right?
Yeah.
All right. And Josiah Johnson, who is still around.
Bobo Gay just died, by the way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Bobo Gay, and I seen the Massa Junior father here, Massa Senior. So these are the team that played. What is this? Not the national.
Is Monkey Brian in that picture?
Yes.
Monkey Brian is now in this picture. I don't see him.
Monkey Brian should be in that picture.
I don't see Monkey Brown there. He's not there. I see somebody here. Two persons here. They are not identified by names.
This should be Dancing Sako.
Okay, well,
but Monkey Brown on that team.
Okay. So I think there in some ways Monkey Brown, but just don't see him in this picture.
Skido, there's one person again.
Wow.
Skido, it's one person, one of the prominent player in your days that you have not mentioned his name yet.
And who is that?
The people say he and Wanibuto came together. Ofori.
Oh, Gladstone Ofori?
Yes.
That was a bastard dribbler. Gladstone Ofori trained many of us. Yeah. Gladstone went in Ghana there. He wanted to come to Liberia. But through Wanibuto, he had to come. Because when he came, IE, at that time we have IE, the NIS, called the National Intelligence Security Services, were controlled by one Camel. And most of the IE guys were working there. And you have the SSH, which were controlled by one Mr. Bestman, and most of the Barrow guys were
SSS.
Yeah. So when Gladstone came, he went to Barrow, IE. Later, Barrow, so they just let that. But Gladstone was one of the best players we ever had here. Okay. And Massa entered the world naturalized in 1964.
Oh, Massa Senior?
Massa Senior, yeah.
Where did he come from?
From the Gambia.
Okay.
Or Batos, Gambia. He was here playing, but he had to naturalize for the game against Ghana Black Star, when Ghana Black Star were leading us 4-1 halftime. We went back, we were leading 3-1. And we went inside, they changed their jersey to their Black Star, white Black Star, and they came to be us 5-4. Yeah, Massa, the ad were naturalized.
So he left here?
Yeah, for that time, the high born him,
his son
Massa Junior. Yeah. I think they have some relationship with the them on Butcher Island. Yeah.
So Skito, how this whole national team thing started with Brazilian players being naturalized and playing for our country team. Why we never had the caliber of players at the time that we had to go all the way to Brazil to bring in players to naturalize?
During the regime of the late President Samuel Kanyado, he was a football fanatic. So John Bear was then Minister of Youth and Sports. And an agreement was made for the team to go and train. By then, me, Josiah Johnson, and the late Wilfred Ladder, we had gone for coaching course in Brazil in 1983. We went to the Brazilian Football Academy. So we came back, and this agreement was made that we should go. When we got there, the hotel we were in, we used to train with some Brazilian players like Botafogo, Flamengo, Fluminense, Vasco da Gama. So in this series of playing, John Bear and his coaches would be talking. I think that way he made the arrangement that we did Brazilian players, maybe discussing with the president. That was the higher level, we did not know. And what was surprised when we were coming back, They said we'll bring him in, how they call it, what?
Nascimento.
Nascimento and Duracell.
Yeah.
Okay, how we brought them. And the first game we play against Sierra Leone. And in that, in fact, they see before the game, the Sierra Leone, as I said, they will protest against us because we're using Brazilian. Less did they know that once you have your passport is identity to show that you are a citizen of that
country.
Yeah, so that's how they came and played. But unfortunately, the treatment that was given to the guys was not good enough. So they got discouraged. They were at Duca Hotel. I personally used to go there.
So what kind of treatment they got?
They couldn't get what they were supposed to get, salary-wise. They may talking about their part-time, but they couldn't get it. So they got discouraged. They said they were leaving, and they stayed long in that Duca Palace before they left.
So was there any of time you had an encounter with a former president, relative to football game? Because I know you've been a referee, you handle a couple of county made games, and Doe was a fanatic of encounter with him where you want to ref he was playing, or his county or his team Barrow at the time was playing, and then you officiated a decision that didn't go down well with him. You ever had that encounter?
The only encounter I had with late President Samuel Kanyado was during in the county meet.
Okay.
In that county meet, I think it was 1987 or 1986. Well, personally, I was called by him to the mansion, and I went to the mansion. And at that time, Mr. Cletus Waters, the late Cletus Watterson, was the vice chairman of the LFA. And he advised us to have a very good game, play your heart, and know what you are doing. So I was among the bigger guys of the Crown Society. So I said, well, indirectly to myself, I knew what he meant. But personally, it didn't come to me and say, I won the game, I wanted that. Well, with that kind of situation, you got to know what you're up to.
So at the time, who was Grand Gita playing? Which county?
Oh, that was the game I ref was between Grand Gita versus Montserrado. And I can tell you, it was one of the worst games that I ever ref.
Why was it?
Yes, because you can't believe it. I blew whistle 2 times.
Why?
Yes, I'll tell you the story. Grand Gita had a team represented by Lamco and Fusas.
Okay.
They were very, very good players. But for some reasons, political reasons, people were against Grand Gita. Okay? So, the crowd, Saki Kennedy, or Jacob Gito, flagged for an offside. But before I could blow my whistle, like what they call one monger, either the ball into the net and I blew for whistle. So that means I blew for offside. It was terrible, man.
So how did it go?
They laid Joe Tate, they laid Moses Washington, they were taking care of Montserrado. They came on the field, oh God, it was not easy. And Montserrado had a very good team, players like Archie Bidel, Victor Conroe. They are very good players.
So you blew in favor of Grand Gita?
For the goal, to allow the goal.
Because you were invited by the president?
Well, I don't want to say because I was invited by the president, but I think he has some...
It has some influence.
Undue influence.
He
has some undue influence.
Skido.
Yes, sir?
Can you please... there's a tough game that ever played in the history of Liberia soccer. It was a country league semi-final between Cape Man and Lufa. Do you remember that game? And you know how tedious that game was? It started around 4 and almost ended 12 midnight. They kick 11 penalty.
What year was that?
I was in the 80s. One of the toughest matches ever played. The longest game ever in the history of Liberia. It was between Lufa and Kidman. Before they build the new stadium, that game play at the
ATS.
ATS.
Okay.
Even we heard that while the game was going on, that the tension that was in the game, they were sent to come and stop the game and to postpone. But when they got there, the penalties are already being they have been finished kicking it. And they said the last ball the goalkeeper saved, he ran from the merry-go-round goal, because that's the merry-go-round goal. They kicked the penalty. He ran from there. He went to public work goal and trapped and went out of. He went off head. He got crazy.
That
game was on BBC.
Chicken Show.
Yes.
So we who are refereeing do this. I tell you something. We went through many things. Many points. I say we're political, so we have to be careful what we say, how we say it, and why we are saying it. Okay, those days are gone already. I, for one, the game, my worst experience I just told you about, that Grand Gita
and
Montserrat. Oh God, I couldn't walk the streets of Monrovia.
So why people was against Grand Gita winning the trophy? Because the country was being run by.
Because the country at that time, funny things were happening when you pass here. Somebody had somewhere where you pass here, did that. You know, many people were against the Grand Gideons already. I remember one game we played at the ATS.
Mm-hmm.
Grand Gideon versus Marshall territory. Okay. We were sitting on the tape, the lights went off. People said it was somebody that put the lights off. And they had to play the following day. And I'll tell you something. The referee was supposed to ref that game. They did not ref. When we look, how they call it, different referee came, Mission Go went and ref that game. And Margibi defeated Brangier. Just like party in Monrovia. Okay, just party in Monrovia. And I tell you, the following day, the late Paul Mobile was the main director of National Housing Authority.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was the deputy, he was the vice president of operation at the
LFA.
Yeah, at the LFA. Because I was deputy chief referee, Magnum was the chief referee. I'll make assignment and Magnum approves. So the referee that ref the first game should have ref the second, the replay.
Mm-hmm.
But when Paul Mobile had a different role, Mason Golden, and how they beat me right there. 2 o'clock the following day, on the radio, Paul Mobile was fired. Yes, Paul was fired. So the football was intertwined with too much of politics.
Skido, two quick questions. Skido. Do you remember the guy, the goalkeeper? The first one is, you remember the name Chicken Soup?
From Nimba, eh?
Yes.
Yes, he was a short guy. Yes, I used to take Chicken Soup, yeah?
Yeah, he was a goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper, yeah, we lay bow legs, yeah.
All right. And the second question is, I'm not a Chicken Soup anyway. Don't even think so.
I was thinking about that when I heard the Chicken Soup. I said, well, one of my goalkeeper Chicken Soup.
No, that's not me. I took after him.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but the second question is, you remember when ever since Joseph used to play on ATS, and no matter how much goal they used to be leading there, as soon as they put a light on, they can redeem that goal.
The Warriors, yeah. Warriors. I remember that time we had a man called John Donne. John Donne was one man who was always praying for us. It was strictly biblical prayers, John Donne. Anytime that light come on, forget about it.
So Joseph will redeem. But Terminator, you don't remember this thing? Yeah, well, we live right in the heart of the city, so every game we were on the field. At one point, I was staying on the field. We used to pin the field when good game playing. We used to put a pin on the field.
My dad, my late father had a friend. I used to live in the Michelle building there, right by the ATS.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we used to be right there and just seeing everything.
You know.
We talk about
But anyway, our brothers, Vanyama Pekin and Bommy Pekin, you get involved if you're because you're too. I don't know if you're too young for these kind of.
No, I think Vonjama Picking can get involved, but I don't think Leo can get involved.
Ali, Vanyama Pekin now too old, and Ali is up there too now. Now that's small boy Ali. And so he comes from way somewhere behind Kidman. You know, he grew up in the city.
Some people are supporting Barrow today. They supporting IE. They don't know when they came from.
Okay. So IE. Let's talk about IE first. All right. Before IE became IE, where did IE come from?
I just told you from Ironside.
Okay, Ironside.
From Ironside.
Yeah. I got the people right.
Yeah.
Ironside.
From Ironside. Yeah. But IE came into being in the 40s. Barrow came to being in the late. No, Barrow came to being 1954, right after the first county meet.
Okay.
Barrow had a team called Bokonji. Okay, Bokonji. That was a second team. So we were playing. They had a basketball governor called Omer Willie Pupo. He was then the governor for the basketball people. So they decided that by the beat Bokonji or the junior team 2-1, so they decided to reform the whole thing. That's how they brought in, because it was GI first, which is based on Invisible 11. But based on Invisible 11, and he transformed to Barrow. But Barrow was there before I came to being. You see, Barman is the oldest team in Liberia. Barman used to play with a man, which was called MOW, man of war. We got this big gun boots. When their sailors come down, Barman used to be around there playing among them. So Barrow, like after we share, I'd call him one brown man to ride motorcycle, Richie Brown. They were the Barrow player, Nathan Nelson here. They were the original Barrow players. So Barrow came in before I. The I was the boys from St. Patrick's, CWA, Liberian College. They went to work and became I. In the 40s, I came. And we had a team called Connection. The names are there, Connection.
So people like Paul Broden, Santos Maria,
they came lately on, man. They came later on.
It came late, very late, man. Paul Broden in the 70s.
But Paul Broden was not a Moravian.
But Paul was living in Bomi.
Okay.
Yeah, his parents were in Bomi Hills. Okay, Paul was living in Bomi.
And Santos came before Paul Bro.
Yes, Santos played for Ocean Stars.
Yeah, even one prominent team player you can call, the teacher. You can call teacher name yet.
Anthony Agre. Yeah.
Agre and including Doyen. Doyen came later on.
And Bo Leke. I think from West Point area there was a guy, his name is there, I just forgot the name, but I think he played for IE. He used to have deep bow leg.
Okay, that was not Telemoon, they got Telemoon played for Barman.
Telemoon, I hear that.
Telemoon played for Barman, you ever play for IE?
Yeah, Barman, right.
He played Barman there, he never the one to Barrow. He enjoyed
Telemoon, I say that. He used to dribble like hell.
Yeah, that T Obedi, that Telemoon.
Yeah. How you call him? T Obedi?
T Obedi.
Skiddo. Yeah, man, I swear.
Like for me, we were 3 number 9s in Liberia during our days. The first number 9, the best among 3 of all, was Santos Maria. You know, you are quality of play. Santos was physically fit. He can endure to come up with stamina. And one advantage he had, he was very good in the air.
Okay. Yinetu Brown.
Yinetu Brown, that the real name is Yinetu Brown.
Yeah.
Santos Maria, I got it from the Brazilian team Santos. And Paul Bro came. Paul Bro came from Bomi. Paul Bro was very athletic. Paul Bro had speed, and he was robust. He was strong, and he was very good in the air. Paul Bro was not skillful as compared to Santos and myself, we can handle the ball.
Okay.
But Fort Pogba was a ruffian.
Yeah.
He
was a finisher.
He was a finisher. He has speed. So my coming to the national team to play a national team.
Mm-hmm.
So Santos left. He went for Asek Musa
in Ivory Coast.
In Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
Then Paul Bro was in Germany with Sylvester, the late Sylvester we are, and Teacher Gray, Teacher Gray Doyen. They were there with the Council General for Liberia, they call Conrad Strobel. That through his initiative, Liberia went to Germany in 1974 for training and games. Okay? So when they left, I was invited. The coach then head coach was Philly Robinson, assisted by Josiah Johnson, the late Philly Robinson. I was invited to come to the national team to have a chance to play. But once they were there, I didn't have any chance to play. But as soon as they left, then we had another fellow who left behind. Me and him, we call him Albert Dabe. Albert Dabe used to play with Barrow. He was a sprinter too. He used to school, yes, Albert Dabe. He was a pilot too. Okay, then we were two that went play there. So now I got my chance to play for the national team. And I tell you something, I was fortunate. I've been one of the first coaches, one of the first Liberian coaches to have gone to Brazil for coaching along with Josiah Johnson and the late Fred Ladner. I have been one of the team managers to have gone to Mexico 1979 for training. I have been one of the first. But Liberia, we have problems. And one of the problems I'm going to talk about football listeners, our coaches. Our coaches are doing their best, but they have been overlooked. And the biblical say that a prophet is not honored in his own home. Our coaches have done well as compared to the foreign coaches or expatriates that they bring. I'll give for example, in the 70s or in the late 60s, we had a coach they call Doug Reynolds. Doug Reynolds was a British man, came from England, and he was a loan given to Liberia. When he came, he did well. He used to coach, but most of his emphasis was laid on physique. You have a physique, we should put iron, all kind of things. The great Bobogi, Gary Williams, all of them trained on that coach, Josiah Johnson, how they call him.
So it means that we need to spend more time on prioritizing our local coaches than foreign coaches.
Yes, absolutely. I want to give one or two examples. When you coach Liberia never went anywhere in the national football. But he had a problem at the Duke Palace Hotel, so he had to go. He left the country. Then another British coach came called Les Cotier.
What was the problem? Was the bills not paid?
No, not the bill. That was something personal.
Okay.
Yeah, it was something personal. That we can't delve into right now. Then they brought Les Cotier. Les Cotier was an Englishman too. After Doguna built the team physically, Les Cotier came with his technique, tactics, and strategy. Coach the team. In 2 weeks' time, Liberia received 10 goals, 10-1. We went to Ghana beat us 6. And we came to Liberia and they beat us 4-1. Okay? Yes. But don't forget, Josiah Johnson, Victor Sear, Mabo Riches, they coached the national team. We played the Six Nation tournament where trouble organized because the Ivory Coast, Senegal, they had some problem. And we won the Six Nation tournament under Liberian coaches. Liberia had never beaten Ghana Black Stars before. But Walter Pelham, July 26, one holiday. Walter Pelham was coach of national team. We beat Ghana Black Stars 3-1 in Monrovia at ATS. With Mama Musa, Waka Aaron, Millie Freeman, Sapanyan. Okay.
So Kido, I know we're running out of time. Okay, go ahead. Vonjima Pigin coming.
Vonjima Pigin, let me give you only one thing. To go to the first time ever Liberia qualified for the African Cup of Nations, it was under Liberian coach, the late Wilfred Yanni Ladner. We went 2 times to win the African nation, 1996 and 2002. South Africa and Mali. Why they can't give a branch and this time? Pay the position, not the individual.
So let me come in on that.
Yeah.
So to you got a point, but also there's two varying arguments. Okay. The first argument is the game has grown a lot. Where I agree with you is this: Liberians understand Liberian players, but here's the biggest problem: Liberian coaches need to understand the game more. The game has developed from, like you said, I heard you earlier. One of the coaches were basically in physique. Back in the days, physique was it. This is what Germany was so powerful than everyone and all of that, you know. But today, the game is so much tactical. This is why even Samuel Doe saw the need to take this group of players that you even talking about. Yes, they beat Ghana, but those were still the core group of players from Ghana that went and got that experience and understood the game from a more cerebral level than just physical. You know, they were using their mind. You see what I'm saying? We understood the game more. That's why they can function like that. And those coaches that you mentioned also were experienced football players, right? That understood the Liberian people mentality. You see, one thing I've learned in football is this. I'm a Liberian in America. I coach too. There's a saying: you know how a country is ran based on how they play football, and it's a fact. Countries that play well good football, you can see how their country is ran because the organization it has something to do with how you play, right? If you got a guy from Nukutan, you know he's from Nukutan, just the way he plays, right? Guy from so and so, and that's the analogy people make because, and this is where we keep forgetting. Our coaches are only going to get good in today's modern football if you take them and get them trained. For instance, there's coaching training everywhere around the globe. These young men and women can understand English, read English, and go and get trained and come back and give them the mantle of authority. I totally agree. Plus, it's going to be a lot more cheaper. And this is where the football authorities aren't paying attention to. They think just grabbing a European coach, yes, he knows the game. He's going to come and try to play the game cerebrally, but the local players have not played that way. The local players cannot relate to it as well. So
See,
now
bro, you
you
have to
need
call me on
somebody.
my orange.
So you need to get somebody that can understand the local players, somebody that can almost make the soup our own Liberian soup. You see what I'm saying? And this is where we're lacking. I think football authorities need to really, I believe, don't send people out of the country. You can bring these football entities right in Liberia and have youth football training,
Of course.
coaches training.
Yeah, see,
Okay, they
bro.
do them in
Just hold your
America.
line. Hold your line.
Okay,
Let goes.
they do that. They do this in America. You bring the organization here. For instance, the European Football Training Institution. They can come to Liberia, spend a month in Liberia or 2 weeks or whatsoever. Local coaches from grassroots to high school to professional to all the levels of training can now get training in Liberia and actually after the classroom training they go out and set up practice plans. But we don't have practice plans. Today you cannot play football without practice plan. You
Yeah,
cannot
they
have a
have to.
game without those plans. Thank you.
They have to. They have to. They have to. I go along with you. Okay. You see, so
I mean, you want me to speak Loma?
Huh?
I hear the message at Loma people. I hear the message at Loma people.
No, the man say I want you to tell us more thing. You know, Sam Sion been around for some time, so he. But before Sam Sion come in, Skido, why Diba didn't make the trip to Brazil? Why are you laughing?
Oh, but the reason why I'm laughing because when I was coming just now, man, the brother they call one Patrick Overs. We discussed it.
Yeah. So why Diba didn't make the trip to Brazil?
So I told you, I knew exactly that when this question was going to come.
But Lone Star never went to Brazil.
Went to Brazil for training.
Hey man, so they went for training there.
I thought that Cedar United went to Brazil.
No,
because
the
they-
national team.
Nineteen-
The
nineteen-
national
nineteen-
team went to Brazil.
1986. I was the team manager then.
Oh,
We went to
okay.
Brazil, yeah. So the Brazilian coaches came. One, Rodrigo. Rodriguez.
Okay, let me hold you. Let me. The Sam Saya is on, and he wants to say something. Sam Saya, good afternoon and welcome. You are live on the Throwback.
Yeah, I'm following. I'm trying to get the name of the professional postman there in
The
studio.
guest.
I got concerned. I remember, I don't know what 1981 because you were the team manager. I called him. So there was this team that came from America called Dubai USA, and Dubai USA came to play the Lone Star. Then they brought like Waka Henry, Aspirant, Bio, Smoke, all of these guys. And so I just wanted him to see them Hawaii. Zero matter.
Yeah, Simeon Mata.
Yeah.
Yeah, zero matter. See the man know it. So I just needed to operate. Exactly was it 1986 or 1987 when they brought it to USA team for Nigeria?
Yeah, that tournament was always in the 80s.
86, eh?
Yeah.
86.
Yeah.
They were having EPS.
86, 87.
So most of the games were played at the SKD.
No, that's what USA team was EPS.
No, ATS. No.
No,
They play
SKD.
They play ATS, they play at SKD too.
I said SKD was in existence then when Dubai USA. I remember I watched a couple of US games there.
Yeah,
SKD. Yes, sir.
In the 80s, besides those Ghana Lusa Guinea, there was there never USA game at the EPS at all.
Dubai USA game at the ATS. There were game at the ATS, but they also play Dubai USA play at the SKD, Barrow and I. You know.
I know for sure.
I remember at the SKD, they had that reggae song like when they had all the reggae stuff.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I think it was in 1987.
But I ref the flag.
People start complaining that they shouldn't use the football field. They said the local manager written a communication to LFA and the government of Nigeria, asking the government to create a park. I don't know whether he was the manager at that time, to create a park or some kind of studio where they would have the entertainment taking place or run a big get the EGR up to date instead of using the SKD complex for music and other festivals.
That's what you talking about? What you talking about? No, that's what you're talking about. I was the team manager.
He said he was the team manager
for the
then.
national team. At the same time, I was a FIFA badge referee. But what you are talking, Honorable Samson, maybe the higher ups at the football administration, the LFA and the ministry, they had a kind of decision to make.
Yeah. All right, thank you so much. Now, let me say hi to
How are you doing, sir?
You don't want to know exactly what I mean, and the rest of the people, Mr. 20 also there.
Tell me not to call me Tunis. I'm chicken soup.
The complex for Michoacan Festival, and I was at that festival that night. I remember that. So I'll go back again if I have any inquiry.
Okay, if we have the time, because we almost out of here, and so we don't have that time. But let's get back to this Diva thing. Why Diva didn't make the trip?
Okay, so we have the court.
Mhm.
Gildo,
Yeah.
was the head coach, and his deputy was Paulo Campo, the Brazilian physical coach, who were camped at Caesar Beach.
Mm-hmm.
What was big camp? The two coaches were lodged at Buco Palace Hotel, and most of the time we used to train at the SKD.
Mm-hmm.
So this day, the coach called me, Anderson, we'll be training at the where you're going to shuffling, when you're going rubber field, in the crab shuffling area, there should be a white sanded field with touches around it.
Yeah.
So he said, Anderson, we'll be training in that place there. I said, okay. So let the players come there. So I told my player we were going, we came right there from she's a big drop playing far. But when I went to get my boys that day at the hotel, Mr. and Friday were not there. Okay. So apparently maybe they had something to do in town. Thinking that in the evening we're going to practice, we'll go to SKD because we're traveling. But this day, the coach told me we'll go to
that place there. Yeah.
So when they were not there, and the coach asked, where is Diba? Because they were very interested in Diba and George Weah. Okay. So where Diba? I said, when I went to their room, so they were not there. Then he told me, okay, where the room? You put the ask them out of camp. What the coach told me.
Yeah, pull them out of camp.
Yes. So when we came to SKD, when the Diba came, I said, you can't train because the coach will put you out. Oh, it was a big something. You saw Johnson went into it. John Bay went into it. Oh, Anderson put Diba. I said, no, I'm not the man put it. The coach asked me to put Diba out.
And he was taking instruction from your boss.
Now, the coach has his program. Making a ring up that the first time and the lose going to go train into Brazil. So who draws the team to go to Brazil?
The coach.
Okay. So when the coach drew his team, Diba didn't want to mention. And nobody dared to ask the coach why he put Diba in there.
Why?
So that you go ask the coach why he put Diba. The man a white man and you're afraid. And I do bro the coach. You go ask the man why he put Diba. why he put Diba there. So nobody dare ask the coach. Now why Diba didn't go to Brazil?
Right, wow. but that's the point right there. The point is, coaches today, they're doing the job for the team, not individuals. You see what I'm saying? So the coach felt like, everybody that's here are serious about the team. The people that are not staying here, that aren't listening to our rules, aren't here for the team. They're here for their own individual sake. So why should I sacrifice the team for one individual? And you can see the difference on that entire team. You can go down the list of that team and see every individual that were there for the team. You see how well they perform. Some of those guys were average players, but those guys became household names because of that team mentality that they grew from that. And this is what we got to do with our coaches. They have to be stern, steadfast, and have to do everything for the country and the team.
Oh, okay, man. We will have to bring back Mr. J. Anderson because of time. We will have to go. We got commercials commitment. We have other commitment, and so we apologize. We're not going to read comments. We're not going to take calls. We will do another show with J. Walter Anderson where we'll give you the listening audience the space and time to call in and quiz him on some of the things he will be talking on that day that we're having back in our studio. So, folks, you guys can take 30 seconds each so we can go because you.
All right. I'll go first. I'll see you guys. Take care. Thanks for coming in, Coach.
You can go first and last.
I'll go. I'll see y'all. I gotta
see you, my man.
Have a nice weekend, bro. Where's our brother? He left?
Aliu?
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Skido, thank you, man.
Man.
Skido, thank you so much for taking your time to come and bring us back because a lot of things you say here are being misunderstood to we, the football fan in Liberia, especially when it comes to Wanibutu. But thank God you are a living witness. This is not picture or Google. You are our Google here for when it comes to. So thank you so much for taking your time. God bless you. Have a nice weekend.
But that true. Chicken soup. Somebody said, George Giro said, use the medicine for your teammate and to travel so you can have the opportunity to play on the national team.
How did you joke me?
That's a joke. Yeah, thank you,
No, man.
Skido. Skido, thank you. At least you took the most from there. We call you Skido and it's stuck on you. That chicken soup need you see on me so that I made that Nima goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Thank you, and we pray that you come back again to give us more insight of our past, the past days. You know. Thank you again.
Thank you.
all right, man. Skido, let's get your parting comments, man. It was nice. It was nice sharing the platform with you today. You know, like my colleague said, there have been a lot of doubting Thomases out there about the issue of Wani Boto and some of the names we've never heard of in Liberian football. You mentioned them today. You know, it was great. You took us back to memory lane, and we hope we can have another, show like this where we give our audience the time to share their contribution. So let's give you a meaning to wrap up.
Okay, Winner, thank you very much for this important invite. I'm at your disposal. Anytime you wish to call upon me, this is for Liberian. There's a great saying say is not what Liberian do for you, but what you can do for Liberia. Once in Christ, always in Christ. I'm still a footballer. I'm still an administrator. I'm still a referee. Luckily for me, I went through all the discipline in football. Player, referee, FIFA referee, coach, team manager. So at any time, you are welcome to invite me.
Thank you very much. That's the voice of J. Walter Anderson. Jack Walter Anderson is his full name, but he's popularly known as Kito. This name rings bell when it comes to Liberian football, and it was nice having him in our studio today. So my people are big here. Yeah, please forgive us today. We're sorry we couldn't take calls. We're sorry we couldn't read your comments. But I promise you, next time it's going to be bigger than this. So until then, do have a pleasant weekend. My name is the Terminator. So, like the farmers always say to the crops, plant you now and DQ later.